Okay, so this is Away by Toadies. Subscriber request here. Pretty fun song. I remember hearing it on the album when it was new. Everyone knows Possum Kingdom, and there's a couple other hits. I think Tyler was a good one. But anyway, this is another one of the fun ones on there. Kind of starts with a lead intro section. First, it's going to kind of start with a variation of the main lead part here. And there's going to be a bunch of whammy. The lead guitar player for the Toadies likes to go nuts with his whammy bar. Best I have here is like a vibrato, so I can't quite get the huge dips he gets, but you'll get the general idea. And basically what he does to start off is he starts like he's going to do the main pattern, where we slide up to 11 on the G here. Alright, and then we do a 10 on the B, and then we bend that 10. And then from there we go to the 13 on the G, and then we just take some huge dives with the whammy on that 13. Okay, like I said, I can get close, but I can't get like the big old dips he has with like his probably Fender style whammy, tremolo. But that's basically what we have there for that very beginning part. And of course, you're going to want to have a ton of gain on it so that it starts feeding back too. All right, but as far as just the normal lead part starts out, it's kind of like I said. It starts off with the 11 on the G, and we hit that twice, and then we do 10 on the B, bend it. Okay, just about a half bend, and then bring it back down, and then we go over to 10 on the G. Hit that twice, bend the 10 on the B about half, bring it back, and then back to 11 on the G. And then here we go 10 on the B, 12 on the B, and then bend that 12 about half, bring it back down, and then back to 10 on the B. Okay. Okay, now for the verse. We're just going to start off with a just kind of a F sharp 5 power chord, basically. So 2nd fret on the E, 4 and 4 on the A and the D. Okay. Hit that twice, and then for the 3rd strum, we're just going to hit that the G, the 3rd fret of the G, just to kind of get that top half of a normal F sharp major chord. Okay, and we just want to get a little bit of that G string in there with it. Okay, so we do. Alright. And then we just slide that down a fret to the F, do the same thing, and then bring it back up to the 2nd fret where we just were. Same thing. And then we go to a C power chord, a C5. And here we're just going to do some kind of dead string rakes. Okay. Just like a 1, 2, 1. But then we're going to hit that C, and then hit another dead strings, and then the C again. Okay, and so we'll play it all together here, and in between these F sharps and Fs and back to F sharps, we're just going to do some really faint dead string sounds too. Okay, so we'll try this here. pre-chorus now. This is going to be using some palm muting. So just, lightly rest the heel of your hand on the bridge, just touching the strings. Okay, so that we get that, a muted kind of chug sound. Okay. All right, and we're just going to chug along there on the F sharp 5 power chord here. So the 2nd fret. And then slide it down a fret to the F. And then here we bring it up to 5th fret for the A. And then here we end it on a C sharp 9. You don't really need to mute this too much. And this is just kind of part of a C sharp 9. We're not going to do the full jazz chord, So we're just going to do the 4th fret on the A, 3rd fret on the D, and then 4 on the G for just part of that, We just want those 3 notes. And just going to strum that same way. Alright, so you put that all together. Now the chorus section, pretty straightforward, mostly just 5 chords. There is that C sharp 9 at the end, but just 5 chords, and you don't really need to palm mute on this. Okay, so we're going to bring it up to a new one for the D power chord. So 5th fret on the A, 7/7 on the D and G. Okay. And then from there, we go to the A power chord. So just bring it up to the next set of strings. So 5th fret on the E, 7 and 7 on the A and D. Back to the D where we just were. And now we hit that C sharp 9. Okay, so remember that. Alright, all together. Okay, now for the bridge section. It's kind of the funnest riff in the song. Some interesting little changes and timings on this. Okay, so it's going to start off on a B power chord. So we do the 2 on the A, 4 and 4 on the D and G. And we're just going to do 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we bring it to the A. So 5th fret on the E, 7 and 7 on the A and D, 1, 2, 3. And then here we do F sharp. Okay, so 2nd fret on the E, power chord. We're going to hit that and then come back to that A that we were just at. Okay. And then we go back to the B, 1, 2, 3. To the A, 1, 2, 3. And then we do the F sharp to A. And then here we add a couple chords just to throw it off time a little bit. So we go up to the D power chord. So 5th fret on the A there. Just hit it once. And then hit the A where we just were once. Alright, so we'll put that all together here. Alright, now a guitar solo comes in during that bridge section. It's going to start off with just a kind of a long bend on the 4th fret of the G. Okay, just hold that for a good couple measures, then bring it down, and then we go 2nd on the G, 4 D, and then again, one more time, we come up to 6 on the G, 7 on the B. Hit those together. 5 and 5 on the B and E. And then back to that 6 and 7. And then we do 7 and 7 on the B and E and hit that twice. Down to the 5 and 5. To that 6 and 7. Alright, and then back to that 4 on the G, bend it. Not quite as long this time, so just bend it and release it. And then over to 2 on the G, 4 on the D, 2G, 4D, 2, 4 on the D. Okay. Alright, and we slide up to 11 on the G, 10 on the B to 11 on the G. Okay. 10 on the B. And then bend 12 on the B. And then here, while it's bent, we just start picking it like crazy. And you're going to want to bend that with, say, your index finger here, because we're going to need to come up to a new higher note here. So bend that. Give it a good measure or so of just going nuts on it. And then with your pinky, eventually you're going to want to hit the 17th fret with that. Okay, and of course, you know, drown it in gain and feedback. It's a 90s alternative solo, of course. Okay, so we'll try it all together here. Alright, that was Away by the Toadies. Like I said, subscriber request. If anyone has any good requests out there, I'd love to hear them. Can't be sure when I'll get to them, of course. But yeah, give me a jingle, and I'd love a subscription. Really help me out. Share it around, like it, do what you can. Thanks for checking it out. Don't stay away too long. We'll see ya. Thanks.